Hello everyone, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. Just coming on because it is my normal Tuesday, and this month I am celebrating our 15% off designer series paper sale. Now, I have a confession. I have not cut into my beautiful Country Woods designer series paper. So, taking the bull by the horns, and we are going to play with our Country Woods paper today. And I was looking through my stamp sets going, what will it go with? And I grabbed out an online exclusive textured timber stamp set. I know I have used it before to make a couple of cards, and I thought, ooh, it'd go really well with the designer series paper. We are flying, sorry, I've just got a notification. We are flying by the seat of our pants today. I went live a few minutes early. How odd of me. Sorry, I've just realized I thought I was a couple of minutes late. I was early. We are going to fly by the seat of our pants today. I have zero plans. I do not have the set that goes with this. Hey Charlotte, how are you? Which is the birdhouse set. So I don't have that stamp set, which is why I grabbed textured timber just to do a bit of coordination. And I was possibly thinking of using Enduring Beauty just as something that will go well. I could also grab, this is a sneak peek at my class this month, I could also grab layering, oh my dear word, why do I, Layers of Beauty. But I thought I haven't used Unbounded Beauty for a while, but this is a peek at my class for this month, and the other one is up there, but I've made that one in a video that is over on YouTube. It's a bonus card. So yes, I thought, oh, flowers, wood, that kind of works, timber. So I'm just trying to think laterally, see where we can go and have a play together. So did everyone have a lovely weekend? So I can see a couple of you here. Please make sure you say hi and you do your like, subscribe, all of that, so you get notifications, because I know a lot of you just pop in and randomly get the notifications but haven't actually subscribed. So I do like to know that you guys get the notifications of when I'm live. Okay, why is this not working? Facebook is not being my friend on the replay. I'm just trying, there we go. I can see everyone's comments now. So I'm going to flip over. I'm going to show you the designer series paper. Just keep in mind it is 15% off this month, and we can go from there. Do you guys need me to show you the other designer series papers that are on sale this month, or have you already had a look? So let's flip around. You can tell me what you got up to on the weekend. Trying to think. I got some work done, as always, on the weekend. There was something that happened. I can't remember. It was quite impromptu, but it was good. This weekend, I do have my granddaughter's birthday. We're celebrating her birthday next week on Saturday night, so I've got to run around and get her birthday present before I thought I would need to, which is a titch annoying, but that's okay. I think we might zoom in a little bit more. There we go. I think that's good. Okay, I'll be back. I'll grab the overhead light. Okay, my drink bottle is casting. Oh, do you know what? I am too far over and I'm getting shadows. So I thought it felt a bit odd. There we go. Tilt this way a titch. And I think we're all good. There we go. All ready to rock and roll. So be sure to say hi and let's have a look. Oh, I will show you that paper. I distracted myself. Okay, so let's have a look here. I think I'm even up on the right page. So this is a designer series paper sale. This is the online stores. So these are the papers that are 15% off. We do have a mix of 12 by 12 and 6 by 6 papers. So I did play with the 2 market paper last week. We had fun with that. And I've got out the Country Woods today. If I need the country lace, I can grab that in. Have I played with the Unbounded Beauty recently? I think I did. I'm trying to think what I used it for. Winter Meadow, definitely played with you guys. Did a couple of Christmas cards, Bright and Beautiful and Countryside Inn. And there's a message from my friend. They're finally getting back to me from last night. But I shall chat with her later. Hey, Margine. Oh, no. Plumbing issues are never fun, Charlotte. Never, ever fun. Okay, so let's grab this paper out and have a look and grab out what we might like to play with, because this is how I generally start all of my projects. Have a couple of ideas of products and then I go through and see what I think will work. Now this one happens to be, I think, pretty much everyone's favorite. Do you know what, I'm just going to move that. That's better. Give us a bit more light in this top corner. And it's just gorgeous wood grain. Love the one on the back. But I think I'm going to pop this one to the side. And then, see, we have this nice generic one here with a darker wood grain. I think I'm going to have to grab things other than light planks, but I like this one because it's a little bit lighter, which we can stamp on, and then we have the lighter grain on the back. I'm loving the colour. Oh, that one's nice too. I want to say that's pretty in pink in there. So just something nice to use. Oh, we have a nice white, like whitewash, but really it's just peeled. I think our artists have been out and have been taking photos of all different weathered wood personally. Okay, I've grabbed out quite a few things there. I do love that one for masculine cards. That's awesome. I haven't decided what type of cards I'm going to make. Hello, Miss Cheryl. How are you? I know, Charlotte. You just saw how many papers I pulled out. I'm not sure how I will choose either because that was actually very hard. Okay, that paper can go there. We have this, and I kind of thinking of taking a strip of paper like this so I get all the colors. Now I was going to grab my color sheets here and just have it at a glance. That's what I like to do. Of course, it's going to be on the back page, which is actually the front page. So Country Lace, Basic Beige, Misty Moonlight, Petal Pink, Smoky Slate. Then what's that? That's very Summer Splash. Oh, Summer Splash. that is very, very close to Summer Splash. Or if I grab out our Coastal Cabana, I think it's actually closer to Coastal Cabana, but oh, Country Woods. I was reading Country Lace, don't mind me. Basic beige, basic grey, crumb cake, early espresso, grey granite, misty moonlight, pecan pie, petal pink, smoky slate, wild wheat. Once again, they've missed this colour, which could go for either, depending on what we want to go with. So, how are you, lovely Miss Cheryl? Okay, so let's get moving here. So I know I want, maybe I just want to use all the patterns to start off with, and I maybe want to make a bit of a bitsy card and maybe do like 3/4 of an inch strips. So I like that you get lots of patterns in this, where if I cut it this way, I would get less patterns. Okay, so I like that. Let's see where we go here. So go 3/4 of an inch, which basically is 2 centimeters. Oops, that did not go all the way through because my blade popped out just at the end, which sometimes it does, and that is totally user error, which is fine. Okay, another 3/4 of an inch. I do like the cross grain. I think you get more interest out of these papers with the cross grain rather than the up and down grain. Oh, is that piece of plastic stuck to it? Yes, it is. So 3/4 of an inch down, and we'll see what we come up with. Oh, the catalogue has Pool Party. I don't think it's Pool Party, or it's a dark Pool Party. I will, I'll have to find my Pool Party. It's in one of my buckets at the moment, because all my class things. I don't know why I missed putting that on my sheet. That's most unlike me. Okay, so we have all these strips, and I might go on like a crumb cake base, maybe, or a basic beige base, and just like put all the strips on. Pool Party ink, that's what I'm going for. Pool Party. Pool Party. I suppose it's Pool Party. I'm going to grab the big sheet. Actually, that's the big sheet. Pool Party or Coastal Cabana. You guys tell me. I know which one it looks more like. It's actually right in between. You tell me what you think it's like while I grab my paper. Don't know the basic beige will go. I think I definitely need to use crumb cake to pick up some of those darker tones. If you were my crumb cake, you would be right there needing to be refilled. Yeah, I know. We probably will get there, and we will see where we land. Okay, crumb cake. I don't have very many sheets left. I do hope in all my paper replenishing that I do have another pack of this, because I swear I I really do need it. So I want to score this way. I'm going to make a landscape card first. Normally a landscape card is something I do second, but today we are going to do it first. And I'm actually going to get this straight because that was incredibly crooked. Okay, pop that other sheet away. I really could be making a birthday card because it's Lavender's girlfriend's birthday today, so if you hear a female voice in the background that isn't our lot, you do know it's Miss Joy. So I must admit to you, I didn't make her a birthday card specifically for her, but I did give her a beautiful perennial lavender DSP card that I know she did love. So what I'm thinking is just kind of lining these all up like this. Oh, this works well. So I've kind of gone plain colour, plain colour. Although, what's in the background of this one? I feel like that's not quite the side I wanted. That works well. Just by having like strips and then I'll put something over the top. Just a sentiment. Keep this one nice and super duper easy. So now I've just got to work out. So this is 10.5 centimeters. So I'm going to do all different heights, just between say 8, 8.5 and 10. I'm just going to go quite random because I just want it to be a bit haphazard. Just have it look like I've made it from I thought you did gasp. I kind of gasped as well, Cheryl. You're not the only one. Yeah, I want it to look haphazard and yeah, as if I've just grabbed out a whole bunch of scraps. No one needs to know that this is the first time I've cut into these papers, but you guys all know that I'm loving them all, and that's why I'm using so many different patterns. Okay, and this one, make this kind of a short one. There we go. Done. Done, done, done. Pop that back away. Okay. I think I'm just going to be bold, and these are just going to be stuck straight down. And I think to make life a little easier, I'm going to use Stampin' Seal. Do they also need to be put on straight? No. While we're keeping in that haphazard mood, we are not going to pop them on straight. Look at me. This never happens. Not sure, except for the fact I now have glue on my finger. The only time that it annoys me is when I have to slightly roll on my Stampin' Seal. Okay, although this one, what I would wonder if I can do it. Just let me stick this somewhere. Get it off my finger, please. And you can stay there. Okay. Well, I think because this is a feature, I would like this on top. Okay, I can go over there, and I kind of want this here, like that there. We'll see how we go. Yep, this, yeah, even though this is petal pink, I did kind of denote it as a more neutral pattern. Come on, please. Right. Just that millimeter of needing to roll that on is quite useful. Okay, now I want to kind of start tipping in the other direction. Maybe I'm going to need a couple more of these, just maybe. Oh, that one's like, that will do. Yeah, I think we're going to need a couple more. I was maybe a little bit, maybe I just underestimated, or what I can do is put our feature here and then have it trailing off. So what I could do is, I don't know if this is, might be too big. That is a little too big. Okay, so that is not the answer that I'm looking for. I do love this birch stamp, but I'm just kind of, because then that goes against the grains if I use the birch stamp that way. And then just find a sentiment that will go on the top, that I think we will find one maybe in here, because we've got this quite masculine, and I could then put something quite feminine in there. That's what I'm thinking. Is anyone with me? Yes, I could do that as well, Charlotte. Hey, Beryl, how are you? Yes, Charlotte, that would also work really well. I was kind of thinking that. Kind of yes, kind of no. Okay. So, I'm thinking very vanilla might work. Even though we've got quite white here, this piece that we're going over is more very vanilla than anything else. And I do have some good sized scraps here that I can use. And do you know that'll really annoy me though, Charlotte, because these aren't perfectly symmetrical. I'll try it for the other card and see if I like it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure my brain can do it. Stamping in, I think basic beige. I want something quite light. I don't want it too, I don't want it too in your face, but I want the pattern there. And I'm using the lighter of, I think that'll work. I'm using the lighter of all the patterns, just so it doesn't detract from the designer series paper that we've already got there. So layering leaves, I think I like the Best Wishes because I haven't used it before, but let us just check sizing. Whoops, it's stuck. Best Wishes works really quite nicely. I'm actually going to try Coastal Cabana first because I've got plenty of cardstock here. If it doesn't work, I can always do what we've done all over again. Okay. Now that's not dry. Do you know what? We are going to do our test. I'm going to do this twice, and we're also going to use the pool party to see which one we do prefer. Okay, so that is the basic beige. I am just going to wipe this off. If I wipe off majority of the ink, it won't contaminate the pool party, even though we have used the darker ink first. Okay, let's go here. And see which one we like better. Well, the pool party, it blends, where this one stands out more. So pool party, which I do think the paper is more like pool party, even though my eye was definitely going more coastal. Or I don't even know that I'm liking it, but we're just going to go for it. Or do I grab another different pattern and stamp on it? I just don't know. Just trying to work out how I would like to do this. Thinking, unfortunately, hand cutting is going to look really, really good. My hands won't like me, but this is what we're going to do. Okay. So this shouldn't be too bad to hand cut out. But I am sticking with the coastal. Okay. And coming around here. Do like the little wood grain in the background. Now I'm kind of thinking we do need to place this on something using probably a circle punch. Okay, and then I'll just do my little wiggles at the bottom. So the wiggles don't have to be perfect as such, but it just is roughly following where we are. So tell me what you think. I think in isolation like that, it does look much better. But I am thinking we do need a circle of some kind. Okay. or I can like die cut this out as well. So crumb cake, possibly on crumb cake maybe, or crumb cake on pool party. That sounds actually quite nice, crumb cake on pool party. If I can grab my pool party out. Do you ever find you put new cardstock away and then you basically can't grab any of your paper because they're all just a titch over full from where you'd like it? Okay, so that's a nice size scrap. Charlotte, I was able to fix something with seal because I hadn't pressed it down. I had just placed it as such. I think I might want to stamp off, then stamp on. So it's just, yes, that is exactly what I was after. Just a smaller wood, a lighter wood grain. Now, if I was grabbing my labeled with love, no, I don't think that's quite going to work. Not really going to see a lot, but it okay, circles now. Just doing investigations and seeing what will and what won't work. So 2-inch circle punch, it's actually pretty perfect. And let's just see what we can grab here. That is pretty much the middle. That is, if I had a perfect world again, that would not be there. But that does make it a little bit more cohesive to what we have there, but I need something on the horizontal to tie it all together. And unfortunately, it's not a top folding card, it's a side folding card. So in there we have a little bit of an issue. I'm just going to refresh because I am not seeing any comments at all. So I have a feeling it might be me. No, I'm still not seeing any comments. You guys might just be busily crafting while I'm creating. So I'm just going to close all of these because I truly don't trust myself, and I've got 4 open ink pads. Hey Bev, how are you? A ribbon swoosh behind the circle. So I only have white ribbon unless I color it. No, I've got petal pink. I've got petal pink diagonal ribbon, which will go really, really nicely. Thank you for making me think there. Hello, Miss Maureen. How are you? Yeah, I know. I never get the slits looking nice, but I do like Charlotte's ribbon swoosh idea. Just need to move this, and then this will, can I roll it out? Everything else is coming out except for the one I want. So this is petal pink, and I've got petal pink here and here, and it's a color I don't generally go for. So this should just be perfect. Just let me go here. Just trying to, as you can tell, first time I've used this. This is the petal pink and white diagonal stripe ribbon. You get a roll of each, a shorter roll of each, should I say. So what I think Charlotte is talking about, if I cut this on an angle like so, not like so. This is where using ribbon scissors is so much easier, because these ones ain't like ribbon, because I've dulled them by cutting them with paper. There we go. 4th time's the charm. Might have been 3rd time, but you get it. Okay, so I am going to put some Stampin' Seal across the back and do some swooshing. So just do a line here and a line there. This is coming together now in my brain. I just had to push through. Trust the process. You know I mean business when my sleeves go up. So stick and swoosh. I think this is what you meant. And then come back and do it again. Stick, stick. And then just do a bit of a trim. And then you've got that ribbon peeking out. And of course, it will have to go on dimensionals. So I'm hoping that is what you meant. So I've got the color picking up from this side, bringing it over to this side of the card. So I quite like that. Now, have I missed anything? Yeah, Cheryl, I totally get what you're saying, but the small slit just traumatizes me, honestly. So because I hand cut this, just going around with my bone folder to smooth out those roughly cut edges. Sorry, I've got a very itchy nose currently. That looks better. And dimensionals. I don't think I've done too badly. No, I haven't done too badly at all for this haphazard card. Would this haphazard card look really nice if it had another layer? Yeah, it would. But that's not happening today. You like the swoosh, thank you. You like the ribbon, okay, great. And I wasn't even thinking of that, so thank you for giving me the idea to do that and making me look over at my ribbon. I don't own a lot of ribbon because I actually don't use it all that much. Yeah, I used to, I don't know, I just don't use it. So what I've tried to do is keep very basic ribbons. So I think at the moment I really only have a bit of baker's twine, very vanilla satin ribbon, and some basic white ribbon. And the basic white ribbon I can colour. In this month's class, I do make the ribbon Highland Heather, and it looks really pretty. Okay, that's there. Yes, so I do want this on the horizontal, so it's going to come over more than I anticipated because of the ribbon, but that's okay. and then this is going to go on again, and then I am definitely going to add some embellishments, and I actually have the perfect ones in my head. Where are they? They are right there, and they are actually petal pink. They're part of the online exclusives, and they go with the Zinnias set. I can't think of what they're called right this very second, but I will grab them, and they will go perfectly. And 3. Not sure what. I think I really want to use the Enduring Beauty for the next card, and see how that kind of goes by keeping it simple but stamping on the Designer Series paper. Okay, so we're kind of going outside of the circle there and there, but I think it works really well. So let's, here we are, and these are called Swirl Dots, but they do actually really have quite a wood grain effect. So they come in white, petal pink, and pecan pie. But I really think it's just like a wood grain effect. So, going to add a couple of those. I'm going to try and stop the feeling that I actually want to cut all of this down, and then I really do. I think I'm going to do it because it's really hurting my head. And I can do this. So I'm still going to use this colour, which is the crumb cake. But what I want is that double matte effect. Okay, so perfect. And because I haven't got the tops of these stuck down, I can just poke them up a little bit. I want to take a little bit off here. I can always add more glue underneath. So take a little bit off there, and it's okay that they go over the bounds of the paper, and then take a little bit off the bottom. This is how sometimes we just have to do things, hey? Just here going, it's not right, I need a layer. Even if I put it on a petal pink card base, that actually might look really pretty as well. Tell me what you think I should do. Now this is 10. Oh, this is only going to have the tinsiest bit taken off. Yeah. I'm not quite sure quite how this will work, but let's just... I think I got it. Yes, I got it. I got it. I got it. All good. I will... Actually, that looks quite nice and grungy. Okay. Done. I do have my other card base that is sticking out here. You would like pink. Okay, Maureen, I will grab one of each. Petal pink would be right here. The other thing that would have looked really nice on this would have been linen thread. I've been using that quite a bit recently, so I thought I will try something else. So that is it on the petal pink. I'm actually not loving it. And then this is just on. I just want to add that layered look. I actually think I like it just on that. Hold on, I'll just take that away. I'm going to cut a card base anyway, but that is it, just double matted on the crumb cake. So it visually adds a layer rather than adding a different color. But let's just have a look. I had to be very careful there. I was very close to cutting the edge of that paper. Okay. Put that away. Okay. Maybe beige. Okay, Margie. You're not loving it either? Yeah. I like the idea of the beige because I have used it, or we could even go like vanilla. So let me open this up. Pop that back in. The beige is like right in front of my face here. Ooh, the beige does look good. Margine for the win. I really like the beige. Okay, put away the crumb cake and I'm going for the beige. I never would have picked that. I just would have gone, yep, let's stay with the crumb cake. No, Charlotte. Honestly, petal pink is one of my least favorite colors. It's way too peach. It isn't a pink. It should be called petal peach. I know, Maureen. Never would have thunk it. Never ever. Okay, so let's pop this on. Let's just glue goober ourselves here. Okay. Oops. Come on. Great. That came off my finger. Haven't checked if the glue's working yet. Okay. Going to use my new pin from my lovely friend Lisa. Let's see. Aha, the goober's on the end. There we go, that came off. Great. And we are off and running. There we go. Sometimes the glue just needs some maintenance, and I do know for a fact that I did leave it open a little longer than I should have last time. Now, because we have used the ribbon, I've still got our embellishments just to add a few, nothing crazy, and I do need to pop down these pieces of paper. This just needs to go this way a titch. Come on, please. Play nicely. Too far, although haphazard may look really quite good because of the way the papers are, but of course my brain isn't going to work like that, is it? And no. Okay, I think that is it, and it is haphazard, or I've cut it wrong. Either way, either way, who knows? And we have a bit of a grungy edge that I knew was there, but I didn't actually fix it the way I should have. Just going to run this across. Oh, I think I've made it worse. Maybe I just need to like tuck it under. Okay. No, I've taken it off. Okay, just need some dabs of glue just to tack these down. 1, 2. Is it going to be perfect? No. Does it really matter? No. Just gonna hold them down. But it didn't work, or it did work, Bev? I thought you loved Petal Pink. Oh, you don't dislike Petal? Yeah, it's just, Petal Pink is probably my least grabbed piece of paper, colour, paper, ink. I use it when Stampin' Up have put it in for me. That's probably the way I should say it. I use it when Stampin' Up have done that thinking for me, not when I've put together a colour combo. So come on. No, you are not going to like me at all. Wow, really? Because I know I'm not going to use a huge amount of these, I'm more than happy to use a fair few. Okay, and maybe one here, and then one here. Oh, I think I'm pretty happy with that. What do we think? Oh, you feel it didn't work for this card. Oh, you mean, okay, I know what you're saying. You're saying the card base, not the other pieces that I've used. It's all good. I took it totally the wrong way. So that is card 1. I'm really quite happy with that. And now I have scraps so I can use. Yay! Okay, I know what I want to do for this next card. And I need this gorgeous piece of paper. I'm going to do some like really simple colouring here. I'm going to go at 9.5, so a full centimetre smaller. Okay. Because, you know, we've got the paper, we might as well love it and chop it, and go a full centimetre there. Okay, so got this piece. I am going to use my Stamparatus, but my Stamparatus is not there. I think you're going to get a bit of a sneak peek of a video that will come out in a couple of days, because I was using the Stamparatus for that last time. Sneak peek is gone. Okay, my scissors are now on the floor. Enduring Beauty. Put the plate on. Now, I'm only using a stamp positioner because this stamp is quite large. And if I don't get it in the correct spot, I want to have a second go at it as such. So I'm going to put my magnet right here. Now, basic grey ink I'm going to try first, especially with this more country look. I think basic grey works really well. It's a great alternative to black without being black, if that makes sense. Okay. Now, this stamp has been really well used, but I am still going to just run my hand over it a little bit. Yes, that would have looked cool too. In those torn edges, oh, oh, Charlotte, I love it. I did think about tearing the edges. I really did, and then I talked myself out of it in a nanosecond. So, yeah, don't know what happened, but yes, torn edges will be good. Oh, thank you, Maureen. You like that? Look, haphazard. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the first card. Okay, so essentially here, we have already coloured our flowers. So this, by stamping these types of images onto designer series paper, we've already done half the job. Because the flowers are coloured, all I really want to do is colour the greenery and add in some shading onto the flowers, just so you get that look. Now, I am just building up the colour here, so you can see it's there, but it's not like super black and prominent, but we will bring that prominence back with our really quick colouring that we're going to do. So there we go. Quite happy with that. Oh, I'm running out of room as normal, and I need to close this ink pad. Now, this may not even have a sentiment, and it may, oh, I don't have a pair of scissors because they are on the floor. Just bear with me a second. I'm going to use my grabber because, of course, they went right to the back. It's not an Ellen video unless I drop something, is it? Okay. I'm thinking, oh, I don't have that colour in my blends. Oh, if you were my shy shamrock, where would you be? I'm not sure. Yes, I do. Okay. Just grabbed my shy shamrock because I thought that would be a softer tone of green, and I'm just going to start going in with our shy shamrock light, and I'm going to choose maybe, no, that works really nicely. So just going along, and I've gone out of the lines. Are we surprised? No. But just think, I do not need to colour these flowers. Those flowers are already coloured in for us with the paper, and I'm just going to go in and add shading to them. I'm also not doing these leaves perfectly. I'm also going to use this here just because there's a lot of wood grain in there, and I just want to be able to know that I'm getting the correct pieces. Could I go in and do a little bit more shading with this? Yes. Will I? Probably. We'll see how we go. They're not really taking too long at all. We've got a nice leaf in here and just a couple of stems, I think. So I've got greenery here and here and here and here and there, a stem in there, a leaf in there, a stem there. I think I got everything. So what I can come in and do is just draw in these stems or the veins of the leaf. Now I could also use the bullet end of this and that would look great, but I'm just probably going for the more subtle look. I sometimes find using the bullet end, you get a lot harsher line than what I do with the brush end, and sometimes, I don't know if it's just mine or not, you can get a slightly different color between both ends. So that added a nice lot of depth. I am almost tempted to grab my pool party, which, oh my word, this is gonna hurt to get this out. This is how many blends I've used in an upcoming project. So, is that Pool Party? Yes, that's Pool Party Light. And let me find my... No, that's Summer Splash. That's Pool Party Dark. A lot of colouring in this project that you are seeing lots and lots of sneak peeks for. Okay, oh, bullet end, not helpful. So I could go in with just greys, but I can go in just seeing how this comes up using just the light over the places where there would be shadows. That actually brings that up beautifully. I'll show you how it looks, but it is going to dry. Maybe I need to try one with the light and try a few places with the dark, because I think that light may fade away to nothingness. Hello, Miss Lavender.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. That looks really nice.
Does it? I'm just going in and adding detail, but I can't work out. I think the more subtle shading works better.
I think isn't that supposed to be a coloured flower?
It's just a bud, but because we've got the colour in the background, I'm just going in and grabbing the shadows.
Oh, it's not textured.
No, it's not. I know it looks textured. This was my first card. That was my first card. Do you like that? Actually, that's drying back quite nicely. Are you guys ready to go?
We're leaving in half an hour.
Oh, in half an hour.
All we have to do is put on shoes.
Okay. Oh, now I've got the whole clan in here.
So pretty.
Thank you, Miss Joy. That was my first card. I was just showing love. I'm really being haphazard here because I can't see all of the detail because we have stamped on top of designer series paper. So just the illusion of what I've done here. I'm going to go over this one. Even though I went over it with the light has just been sucked into the designer series paper and you can't see it.
Oh, okay.
I did actually colour that one. You wouldn't believe it, but you know. I think I like that. Have I got all the flowers on too? Yes. And all the buds? Yes.
Nice and warm here.
I know.
I'm
not silly. I could fade or I could blend that in using the light, but I actually like the effect. So that is what it looks like nice and close up. So just very simple colouring. So using just Summer Splash and the Pool Party, which we worked out is that background colour. So these can go back there. I've got to put them. Is anyone behind me?
No. Okay, we're going back to watching the
Okay.
And the flowers are in water.
Thank you. I heard you guys put Joy's flowers in water. Thank you. Do I want to use a sentiment from in here, or do I want to try and find my layering leaves and grab something from in here? The hello would go really, really nicely down here or up here. I find it very hard to use a sentiment at the top of a card. I find it very, very hard. I would much prefer to use a sentiment at the bottom of a card. So yeah, thank you, Charlotte. I'm glad you like it. As I said, just something simple. I'm just thinking of what colour do I stamp that in, and I'm actually kind of thinking going back to our crumb cake because it is in that background and it will be something of a feature. I'm trying not to cause an avalanche here, but avalanches are very happening. You like the way the bottom looks? Awesome. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip this round. I'm going to line this up just so we can do it multiple times like we did with the last card. So I'm thinking that's as good as we're going to get crumb cake. I'm just praying this works. If not, I can change the colour. So what I want to do is put this piece back. I do need to season this stamp because it's the first time I've used it. So that should be enough. And then I've got to find something to pop this on. I'm thinking crumb cake might be the way to go. Oh, that is very subtle, but it's there. Just that's going to be good. I think I do need to do that a couple of times. I love how dainty this stamp is. Oh, I do have a bit of a shadow. Damn, that's okay. It actually makes it look more prominent, and we're going to go with that. There we go. I totally stuffed it. Totally stuffed it. Okay, we are just going to grab a piece of something coordinating. So I'm thinking maybe the back piece of this. So let's see how the back piece of this will look over the top. That will look perfectly fine. Not quite what I was after. Am I going for time? I'm doing really well for time today. Okay, so kind of want to go down across here. I mustn't have had it correctly right in the corner. I think that was the problem. Okay. Back in the corner and down. Okay. Oh, that actually looks really nice on this. A couple of stampings of this will be perfect. So I'm just going really, really light touch each time just to build up that ink. I think maybe one more, and not that it's not stamping perfectly, it's just I do want to build up that color. My prediction was correct. One more time. Okay, wipe off that extra ink. Ah, yes, Charlotte, it's just I stuffed it, but it's just an opportunity to do something a little bit different than what would have been there before. Okay, so close this ink pad. I was possibly pressing too hard, so rather than just doing that light touch that I just did then, I was pushing too hard. It's fine, it's all good. I think I would have preferred that look, but I can't change what I've already done. And I'm thinking maybe just one of my on an angle cuts, maybe. So that across there, actually that does look quite nice. Do I want it thinner though? I think maybe I do, just a little closer to the sentiment here. That's nicer. And then try and do the same here. Perfect. Oh my God, who am I? And then on an angle. So we're going to have to follow the angle of the swoosh on the end of the O. I know that probably in the calligraphy world has an actual name. I have no idea of that actual name. So, or do... I changed my mind because this way we are going to see more of the leaves. And I'm not going to cover up, I'm just going to cover up a little bit of those leaves. Oh my God, perfect. Okay, I am going to put the glue on the paper here, and then we will find a card base. So I know roughly where this is going, and a little bit on the edge. Whoops. And then I'm just going to cut off the excess along the edge. Okay. That looks really, really good. I'm really happy with that when I get it straight. Always the way. Okay, great. I'm just going to let that glue set. Now, I'm thinking adding in a few of these pecan pie, because that almost looks like pecan pie. So I'm just thinking of a couple up here. And on there, not too far along. Want that more there. And one here. So bringing your eyes to the sentiment. And then I'm thinking maybe just because we've only got 4 there, do we need a group of, yeah, we do need a group of 3, and I need to elongate this group. Need to stick that back down, pick that up properly, which it is not liking me doing. Okay, this one needs to come more out there. They're just a little too bunched together at the moment. That's the problem, and I really want to get this glue dot up perfect without getting ripping the, that's better. That one looks a little more elongated. We are on the diagonal, and this should be dry enough to snip off. I don't know, Bev. I can handle them being in one size, but yeah, I'm a bit like you. I like 2 sizes. Look, if you give me 3 sizes in embellishments, oh, a dream. But yeah, I think that works. Just brings a different texture because it's all paper. So we did need to bring that different texture. Now, I'm just doing this. What do we think on that? I'm not convinced, actually. Even though it's the colour, what do we think? Just going to pop this rubbish in recycling. I will start doing some packing up and letting you guys get back to me there. So this one's very flat. The only dimension is in the embellishments. So that works. We have kept it fairly minimal. We've used the designer series paper. We've used 3 different stamp sets, but I just had this feeling, yes, you like it? Okay, rightio. I shall stick with that. This will be just a top folding card for something a little different. Okay. Or no, just use what you've got here. Don't make more mess. Okay, in bone folder, reinforce that fold. especially for a top folding card. So by reinforcing this really well, and we have used a lighter card front, it just means when we stand this up, it's not going to sink because we've got a card front, a little piece of design series paper, and the embellishment. So there isn't a whole lot there to make the card sag when you give it to someone. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it at 2 creations today, but I did use a whole lot of those patterns, and now that that pack of paper has been cut into, I will use it. And it's so pretty, and you get these beautiful country look cards from it. And I like that I cut this card front down a little smaller, so you just get this really nice framing margin, and it does pick up those areas in the card. Okay, so we have used a fair bit of crumb cake today, but we have used the Country Woods Designer Series paper, which is currently on sale, 15% off. For the first card, I did use the textured timber, so I used this wood round and punched that out. Thank you, Charlotte. And I did use the birch for the background of the sentiment. So I have used Coastal Cabana with Pool Party to pick out those colours in the Designer Series paper, as well as the diagonal stripe petal pink and white ribbon, and the swirl dots. So these are on the online exclusives, they're not in a catalogue. So both sentiments that I've used today have come from the Layering Leaves stamp set. I grabbed a whole piece of Designer Series paper here, and I stamped on the Enduring Beauty flower bouquet, and I did use Pool Party and Chai Shamrock blends to add in detail to that image. So I don't think I showed you a close-up of this one finished. So that's that one. Thank you. I really like both cards too. I wasn't really quite feeling it today, but I got there, and I'm really happy with both designs. Everyone wanted me to rip at these pieces. I didn't, but they would have looked great ripped, and put that on a basic beige card base. So not where we were going. I've made changes all along the way, but yes, they are our 2 cards. These products can be purchased through me if you're in Australia, and I do have the shop link below, and I'll have more specific shop links later today. So thank you so much for joining me. If you've watched this far through on the replay, please make sure to give me a thumbs up, a like and subscribe, and give me a comment so I know that you watched. Have a great couple of days, and I will be back with another Christmas card. I'm trying to do one a week on Thursday. I may even crack out some of my new products just to give you a bit of a sneak peek. So have a great couple of days, and I'll see you on YouTube on Thursday. Bye.